Wellness Pro. And Quincy.
All right. Here's the story, friends. I said to Avana before we went live, I said, I'm trying to decide if I need to use the ladies' room or not. And of course, I said it, and then there it was. Like, I planted the seed for my intention, and I had to carry out my goal. So I apologize that I wasn't here when we started, but I'm here now. Yay.
And that's just
hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to Avana. Avana and I haven't read together in a long time. How come? What's going on?
We've been busy. Busy. Just busy living life, right?
Listen, it is what it is, friends. It is what it is. But we are thrilled that you are here because I love spending time with you. I love reading with you. So,
absolutely.
Thank you, everybody who is here. We appreciate all of you. This is being simulcast to both channels. And I want to apologize in advance if I seem a little all, freaked out. My anxiety is really high. And I'm doing my best to... and my neck is like all wonky, which is not helping me. So if I seem a little out of it, I promise you I'm fine. But I wanted to let you know that in advance. So we are here to do a show.
Yes, we are.
Lovingly calling New Year, New Start. And it's all about intentions and goals. It's that time of year where we're thinking about, where we want to go, how we're going to get there, what we're going to do when we arrive, and the journey to get there, right? And I think that I would put myself in the category of I get confused as to the difference between, my goals, my intentions, my resolutions, and all of that, right? Which brings me to another point, and I apologize. You're going to have to follow the bouncing ball tonight, friends. Make sure that you put your captions on so you can follow along what I'm saying. But I'm going to digress all over the place. But, because when you have anxiety like I do, it's hard to focus and it's hard to, zero in on stuff, which is not good when you're trying to do a show. But anyways, that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say was, that brings me to a point that I was thinking about it earlier and then I forgot, and now it's come back to me that we should do a show on spiritual vocabulary. If you're new to the spiritual world or a spiritual journey, sometimes we use words and we're not always sure what they mean. And it becomes like a common thing, right? Like we constantly are using the same words, like being grounded and being aligned and enlightenment and so forth. And not everybody knows what those means. I know when I first joined this community, I was lost more times than I was found in terms of understanding what those words actually meant. So we'll have to put that on the list of things to do. But anyways, here we go. So we're doing this show tonight, New Year, New Start. It's all about our intentions and our goals. Avana and I are going to do some spiritually guided readings for you guys, giving you what Spirit gives us towards an intention that you might have or a goal that you might have for the new year. And I hope that you guys enjoy that. I hope it makes sense. I hope it resonates. Say hi to Avana, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much, Ness. That's very kind. Ness says, thank you, Kelly. You did a reading for me last week or the week before and delivered a message I really needed to hear at that moment. Well, blessings, my friend. I appreciate the feedback. The lovely Avana is here. She has a channel. She does lots of great stuff on it. She's all over the place. She will be coming back to visit us in the new year.
Yeah.
and I can't remember which show it is, but there's a few. So
Yeah.
we look forward to that. If you're not already subscribed to Avana's channel, please do go show her some love. Her link is in the description box below this video.
Thank you.
And, because we just love her and we want her to hang around. We don't want her to feel like she's not wanted. So, kidding. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. We're going to say hi to some folks, and then we're going to talk about the difference between intention and goals. So we have the lovely Ellen is in the house. Hello, Ellen. Ellen is a member of Dozen Cats, part of the membership program. If you are interested in joining Dozen Cats membership, you will see the join button right below this video on your screen, right next to the channel name. I would love it if you would join us. Ness is in the house. Hello, Ness.
Hi, Ness.
Welcome, my friend. CJ is here.
Hey, CJ.
Hello, CJ. I'm trying to see what the picture is. Is that a cat or a dog? Or both? Nancy Riker is in the house. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Jessica Lynn is here. Hello, hello, hello. Christina, is that the correct way to pronounce it? I love the way your name is spelled. That's so beautiful.
That is.
Hello,
Yeah.
Christina. Welcome, my friend.
CJ
And
says it's cats.
oh, okay, there you go. Sylvia Hanks is in the house. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome, my friend. Cats. I love it. Okay. And Christina, I got it. Okay, yay. Look at me, 2 in a row. Yay.
Wow.
I know. It's like,
Impressive.
isn't it though? I am on a roll, friends. I am on a roll. Okay. So, let's talk about intentions and goals. I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like New Year's at all. I don't like the pressure of New Year's, of the thinking about where I've been and where I need to be, and like on a date at a time. I want to go at my own pace. I think that's my issue with it. So having these kinds of readings or these kinds of conversations, chats, and readings helps me to feel less pressure. And if you're anything like me and feel some sort of pressure that if you don't go into the new year with some sort of an improvement plan, or a renovation plan, as we want to call it, I hope that you feel less pressure when you walk away from tonight. So what is a goal and what is an intention? So goals are specific, right? They're measurable. They provide direction and structure to our action. The intentions are the underlying purpose and the motivation behind those actions. So Avana summed it up quite nicely and said earlier, what did you say?
I don't know.
about goals and suggestions, or goals and intentions.
Well, this is what I want. A goal. This is what I want. This is what I want. My intention is how am I going to get there? That's what that's how I thought of it in my head.
Absolutely.
I want this. This is how I'm going to get there.
Absolutely. I love that. Ellen said someone suggested that we write down what we accomplished this year before we write resolutions or goals. Love that idea. If it helps to sort it out, I love it. Hi, Marcia. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. So just a couple of really, really quick things, right? The intentions are present moment. Mm-hmm. Right now. The goal is the future, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that that's super, super easy to think about. Just an example that I got this off the internet. I don't think it's a great example, but here we go. So in the intention, I feel that I want to feel financially secure based on my current lifestyle. The goal is to make a 6-figure income within 3 years. That seems very, but you get the idea, right?
That's a solid goal. Here's the intention to get there. Yeah.
Now, the only tip that I'll give you that I have found really helpful, and I learned this early on coming to the community, that when you do your intentions, to make them extremely positive and don't put timelines in it, right? The beautiful part of intentions is that you can constantly reword them, rework them, inject more positivity, switch things up to keep them at the forefront of your thought, and the first thing that you think of in the morning when you get up, as to like how you're going to map out your day to be able to eventually end up at the destination of the goal, right? So just try to keep your intentions positive. Try not to put timelines in it, and I think that's all that I want to say about that. Do you have anything to add, my darling?
Well, then you just have to kind of go with the flow, because some days you get the bear and some days the bear gets you.
You heard it here first, folks.
And that's why I think it's good not to have you have an intention, but you go with the flow, because,
yes.
You can't really lock into being very rigid either with
100%.
Right. With something goes not your way that day, it's like, okay, I just regroup and tomorrow's a new day. We'll just start again, I mean, usually that's how it is on this end here. I just go back but then when I look back over the year, I was looking at my calendar this year, and when I looked at the things I was doing in January and the things I'm doing now, it's 180-degree different. I cannot believe how far I've come in 1 year. But it didn't feel that far, right. Until I was like, wow, the things I was doing at the beginning of the year are totally different, really, in some respects, than what I'm doing now, because I've gone beyond those things. And those people too, people that I was doing things with at the beginning of the year, you know what? Our vibrations just aren't matching up now, and they've moved on and I've moved on, and it's all beautiful, no big deal. Some people have come into my life, other people have left, and it's like just going with the flow and moving on. And
and I'm not leaving, so if that's where you were going with it, no. You are attached to me whether you like it or not. You're stuck with me. I'm just saying.
It's all good. But it was funny, because when I looked at it, I was like, wow, yeah, things change, and move forward and move on, and it's all good, just going with the flow, but still moving towards my goals and intentions. And just going with the flow, because I just feel like my divine spirit has its own way to go, and just it's like water. Water goes up against rocks and just flows around it, flows above it, around it, and you just keep flowing.
We got to put our bumper car mindset on, right? That rubber band that goes around the bumper car.
Yeah.
Allows you to feel like you have the capacity to be able to bounce back or bounce off of, to navigate said challenge more easily than not.
And what just crossed my mind too? What? Circumstances change, right?
Yes.
But how I feel, my state of being doesn't. Like, I want to be centered, happy, positive. That I want to stay centered. Things can be going on crazy around me, but I stay grounded as best I can. I'm human. Yes. I'm third dimensional, but circumstances are always changing. But but all that really matters for me, and I don't mean this in a selfish way, but am I grounded, happy? State of being is important to me. That's what my state of being. That's what I concentrate on, and I try not to get caught up in all the other craziness going around. Now, I'm human, and do I get caught up? Sure.
You are? No.
Sure, I get caught up in all.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Then, yeah, I know, right? But then I try to, bring it back down.
Bring it back down. All right, here is what we're going to do, and I love that. By the way, thank you for sharing that with us, Avana. I am using, for the last time this year, friends, my Hello Winter Oracle, because I just love it, and my Yuletide Tarot. So after tonight, they will be going back away for the next few months until it is time to come out. So I'm also using the rustic oracle because why the heck not? I love the buffalo check pattern. It's all the rage, and it even matches my slippers. No. I have my house coat.
TMI right there. Okay,
my house coat.
Too much information.
My house coat. Yeah.
So that's very nice.
I'm trying to embrace the festivities. So, if you would like a reading, hi Warrior Widow, hi Moira. Did I miss anybody else popping in? A Joyful Journey, hello my friend. Thank you for everybody for being here.
Hi Moira.
If you would like a reading, pop it into the chat. In no particular order, we will take them. And we will.
And I'm using all kinds of decks, so I can't point out what decks I'm using because I'm using whatever deck Spirit moves me to use.
No, Ness, it was actually there, but I just sometimes I can't scroll that far up, like back. So I appreciate you putting it in again. Hi, Pierrette. How you doing, love?
Oh, hi, Pierrette.
Hi, Peace Mama. There's so many names that I'm not familiar with. Christina, oh my gosh, look at it. It's moving. Oh, every time I go to click on one, it's like, whoop. Okay, so I'm just shuffling up my cards. We take the readings that I have started in no particular order. Unless you are a member of my channel, members get priority. Warrior Widow, we're not doing those kinds of readings tonight, but you are welcome to get a reading if you want. And I'm glad to see you again. I hope you're feeling better, my love. Okay, so far I have Ness, I have Pierrette White, I have Jessica Lynn, I have Christina, and I have Ellen. Have I missed anybody? And Rose Blue. Rose Blue. You're feeling great. I love that, and I'm so glad, my friend. I am glad for you. Hi, Louise. All right, are we ready? So
I am ready.
You're going to do the goal. I'm going to do the intention for the first one, I guess. So this is, we're going to stick Ellen's name up here on the screen. We're going to do Ellen's reading first. And we are trying really hard to keep it the cards at 2 each, but you all know how we are. Because we love a read. Do we not, my friend? We love a read. Do we not?
If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be here.
Linda Kelser always comes into the chat and says to me, you know, like, if you have time, throw me a card. I'm like, I can't do that.
We have
not in my wheelhouse to throw a card.
Ellen, this card flew out, and I'm going to take it for you, my friend. This is the Ace of Water card, and it says Dove. Oh, I love this for you. This is a goal. This is in the goal position. I'm going to read it. It says, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. The goal being a beautiful new start. Look at this beautiful, like, I'm hearing like peace of your spirit, like this dove bringing this beautiful peace, this emotional beginning. And it's not a beginning for you, an emotional beginning for you, clearly, but it's this beautiful like peace and just emotional stability. Like just, you just want to like say, oh, I just want to like just have this beautiful like to my life, right? That's the goal, right? Just coming in, and really it's within reach. It truly is for you, especially this year. I just get that being the goal of just everything just Just coming into that beautiful own moment for you. So that's what I get in the goal position. How about you,
I
Tom?
love that.
I
Now,
and it fell out of the deck. I mean, it did. It's like
wow. Well, of course I pulled two cards because, you know, because I am who I am. But this is what I've got. And I think they go really well together. So I wanted to show her card again. And look at this card that I've got now compared to yours. Now, do you see like the abundance of the water overflowing from the fountain, and then that looks like a dove there, right? Or an
it is
angel,
a dove. Yes.
right? And it's like the wings, right?
Yes.
And the freedom.
Yes.
Right, it's the soaring to new heights, and the water represents the flowing of emotions, and I have the heart in my card.
Oh, I love that.
And so there's this feeling of contentment, I feel, and
Yes.
grace, right? And so it says it's complicated and you are working through it. And to me, this is about acceptance. So accepting the moment, the present, accepting the where I am, the spot that I have landed in, and appreciating that for what it is, right? Instead of finding perhaps fault with it, like, ooh, I only got 96% instead of 100, so I'm gonna have to study harder for that next 4%. Just be like, look at what I did today. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel that. And then we've got this card here that says the canoe and the upcoming adventure. And I feel that dove, like that literally.
And the water with the canoe.
Yeah, like it's just that. I mean, think about like a duck on water, right? How their little legs are going a mile a minute, but on top of the water, they look really beautiful. I feel like the contentment, like you were saying, that peace, the embrace of being present and really feeling the present is, I mean, I'm going all over the place, but I really feel this. Like, I feel that strongly for her.
I do too.
Love that for you, Ellen.
And don't forget the romantic love part too. I don't know. I'm being brought back to that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we got for you, Ellen. Sylvia, I did get you, love. Okay, let's go to Ness. Ness was kind enough to put her question in 2 hours prior. And I love that Ness was into it.
Yes.
2 hours prior. So you do 2 cards and I'll do 2 cards because I can't do one. One just doesn't work for me.
Okay.
And I don't want to be a cheater all night long.
Do you want me to pull for the goal?
Yes.
Okay.
I like you in the goal position. You're a goalie. No.
All right. I like it.
Oh, Spirit is here. I'm crying. With one eye.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know me, if you notice any weirdness happening tonight, I mean, you know, far and above from my normal weirdness, sometimes Spirit has the uncanny ability to make me cry or like to affect my sinuses. So either my nose is running and or my eye is watering. So I'm just letting you know that is not anything other than... Oh, Ellen, that's wonderful. I love both readings. I can hardly wait for 2025 to begin. And thank you, Vicky, for becoming a new member. So kind of you, my friend.
Okay, Master, here we go. So the first card that I get for you is the 2 of Earth card. And this says it's the Abyssinian cat. Okay, let me read this. It says 2 of Earth, which is 2 of Pentacles. You may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It is important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. So there we have that. We have that you know, juggling, but still juggling and being happy and doing a good job of it, right? I mean, you're juggling, you got the to-do list going. So, okay, we have that as part of the goal. And then we get the World card, which is, of course, the Shetland sheepdog. And it says, congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. So the goals I get here for you, of course, I don't know how to hold these cards. Juggling, to-do list. Okay, got it. Still, I mean, really being just a pro at it, right? Knowing how to do it. But the goal being adding more fun and really, I'm hearing like pruning out those things that you don't need to do, getting rid of the things that you don't need to do, pruning it out, and having more fun, and really getting to that level of the goal being at that level of leadership and accomplishment, that world card where you're coming full circle and saying, you know what? These are the things, almost like I'm hearing like a queen or leadership energy of these are the things. My goal for the year is to cut out what I don't need to do, freeing up my energy to really pursue those things that I am regally ready to pursue. Like I am at a new level here. And I've gotten to that level because I've cut out those vibrations and those energies and those things that I no longer need to pursue. They're on a different vibration, but I'm at a higher level. So that's the goal. More fun and more. I'm hearing more connections with new people that are going to bring you into a new level of fun and connections. So go ahead.
Okay, so what I've got for you, Ness, is we start with the 2 of Canes in this deck, which is the 2 of Swords, right? So indecisions, crossroad. And picking up on that juggling and that prioritization that we do when the 2 of Pentacle comes up, right? This juggling act, this trying to be all things to for all people, right? Possibly maybe spreading yourself a little bit too thin, and so the intention is like, how do I make that work better for me, right? How do I streamline that better is what I'm picking up. And the second card that I got is the Center Clause, which is the Hierophant in a traditional tarot. And so that's about beliefs, that's about traditions, that's about who am I and how do I present that and still, stand within my power, right? And so I feel like the intention is to empower yourself without overpowering yourself, right? Does that make sense what I said? That the intention is to empower yourself without overwhelming yourself. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me.
Okay. Does that make sense to you, Ness? Ness is giving me a tarot lesson. She's
says,
saying
yes,
Hierophant belief system status quo. Okay. Because what I'm getting for you is just to not get caught up, you know what I mean? And it's so easy we all get caught up. It's easy for all of us to do that, just to not get caught up, just to what were you saying earlier before about that moment of that Zen moment, that calm moment, that like a little more of that might be helpful. I love that. Dee Dee popped into the chat, and we thank her.
Can I just say too something else? I apologize, Kelly. I just have to get this in there. That the lightest touch will have the most powerful. Will bring the most power for you as you move forward. You don't have to be a very powerful force. The gentlest touch will bring in the most grace and the most power for you as you move forward this year.
Love that. Warrior Widow says that she's going to Sedona tomorrow. Do we have any suggestions of people or places? We can answer that after. Everybody's saying yes, that makes sense. Okay. That is Ness. Let's go to Miss Sylvia Hinks. Vicky, if you want a reading, do let me know, because I didn't see it in the chat. And Dee Dee, I did put your question into the starred column. All right, Miss Sylvia.
Yep.
All right, so now you do the intention and I'll do the goal, just to switch it up.
Okay, got it.
Whoops. All right, well, taking that one, not the 28 that fell out after it. All right, my love. Thank you for letting me know. I'll put you there. Oh. Sorry. All right, so do you want me to go first or do you want to go first? I guess I will.
You're the goal.
Yes. All right, so what I've got to start with is tender moments, and you are finding a new love. Pay attention to this rose, right? It's in like perfect sort of bloom, meaning that there's still lots of growth. There's still a lot to open, right? Like in 3 days, that rose will be like this wide, right? And so I think that leaning into that, it's like an openness, an awareness, right? That's where we're headed with this goal. And then we've got the tin cup and fulfilling work. And if you think about the being open and the filling of the cup, right? Almost similar to the first reading with the emotions and the overflowing of the emotions. So to sum that up, I say, be open to or aware of yours and others' emotions, right? That is what I'm going to say. I have no idea what Avana's cards are, but I feel that.
Okay.
Like I feel I want to smile.
Okay, yeah, because Sylvia, for your intentions of getting there, the first card I got for you is this Emperor card, and this is the Deer Mouse. And I love this because to get to those goals, it says structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. So as you're moving forward, you know what? Just like this little mouse, you're putting the structure in place, you're taking that leadership role. And again, you're moving. I'm hearing you're like, okay, this is crazy. You're moving like people and machines and just moving things. And you're not worrying about, you're being nice to people. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're not doing it in a crazy way, but you are moving things as they need to be moving. You're putting in that structure. I love this. And you're organizing things. And you're like, this is it. Things need to get organized in order for me to reach those goals. I also got for your intentions renewal. And this is the raccoon card, the renewal card. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. So your intention is structure, organization, giving, no judgment. Whatever's been in the past is the past, putting a period and move on. That brings in that helps you to get to the goal, right? It just all flows.
Yeah.
Right. Goes right into Kelly's cards as far as the flow and the goals. So
I love that. Well, hopefully that makes sense. Sylvia wrote no way in the chat, so I don't know if that's no way, wow, I can't believe you got that, or no way, I'm not doing it, or or what, but that's what we got. Hi, Marby, and I did put you on the list. Thank you for being here, Linda. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you. Okay, so we did that. Now we're going to go to Miss Jessica Lynn.
Okay.
And I'm trying to decide what cards I'm making.
My goals or intentions?
You do goals, I'll do intentions.
I'm goals, okay.
Whoops. Gosh, I can't keep a hold of my cards. They're flinging all over the place.
A lot of energy in these cards because I think a lot of energy for everybody coming up for 2025. I think this is really 2025 is just going to be a really productive year for everybody,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want it to be a productive year, it just is going to be. So let's see for goals. Let's see what we got. First card I get for the goals is this 8 of Air card. And this is bunting. Now, this is goals. And this is these little birds, I guess, are called bunting birds, which are just so cute. But it says, it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. And of course, trust the universe too. Will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. So knowing that you can release yourself, right? Release yourself from the restraints that you feel, my goal is to just, release, get out of those restraints that I'm in. Then you get this beautiful Queen of Fire, which is this Queen of Wands. I love this card. My favorite card almost of the deck is this Queen of Wands, this Persian cat. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. Releasing yourself from things that you feel held back in, right? And this Queen of Wands, understanding everything analytically, you can do that. But really this year saying, I want to tune into my intuition and move forward on what really excites me. That's the goals for this year. Okay.
There's something really interesting that's happening here. And it never ceases to amaze me. And I must always point it out, whether you're reading by yourself or you're reading with another person, and like the cards match, the colors match, there's a theme in the cards, or there's a theme overall. There's a message for everybody. So even if you didn't ask a question, pay attention to these readings, because the synchronicities are coming together. And there you go. Jessica Lynn just said, and she's an Aries, so that's her card.
Wonderful.
Right? So she's a fire sign, which is the Wands. I've got the King of Gifts, which is the King of Pentacles, right? This is the foundation. This is the provider. It's the safety. It's the security, right? Now, what's interesting is you've got the bird, right? Mm-hmm. And the freedom and the peace, the calmness, right, of a bird. How such a little creature in most cases can soar so high and that whole kind of thing, right? And then you've got the Queen of Wands, who is charismatic and like a go-getter, and knows all things, and people are just attracted to that kind of light. And you have this person who is all about embracing the home and the family and the things that are meaningful in our life, that is more than words, right? It's more like feelings than it is words. Something that starts at home. I feel like if I was to interpret this, if I was doing a private reading for Jessica Lynn, I would interpret this as, this is either representative of a person in your life now that provides this to you, or this is an energy that you aspire to be. Like this is who you want to be. You want to be the person that provides that has that, right? That has that solid foundation, that safety, that security. And I think about that bird cage and the bird in the cage, and that's what I think about. That cage represents the safety and the security. That's the bird's home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So those two things match up in my mind. And then we have the Hanged Man. Okay. Now the Hanged Man is when we take an intentional pause to think about all of the things. And again, I go back to the bird cage. So there's the bird in the cage where you put the blanket over it at night, and it gets all like quiet, and it gets all tucked in, and it's thinking about all of the things that I want to do, all of the things that I want to accomplish, all the people that I love, all my blessings in my life. And it's like your little safety spot, if you will, right? And so my intention for you is to be mindful, right? That the mindfulness, the meditation, the sitting and the thinking within yourself, that clear thinking that you're going to invite in, provides you that empowerment that then ties into that Queen of Wands, that lets you go out and be charismatic and a warrior, right?
Yep. I love that.
That's what I've got. Hopefully
I
that
love
makes
that.
sense.
I love it because you know what, and it's almost like you bring both of those energies together
Yes.
to be the whole package as you move forward this year. Beautiful. Like you're non-stop. Like there's nothing can stop you this year, Jessica Lynn.
I love it. All right, Miss Vicky, again, thank you so much for joining the membership. Vicky was on with me last night. We did garden readings.
Thank you for my garden reading. It was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Oh, you're welcome. Jessica says beautiful messages, and thank you very much. Appreciated. We appreciate you. All right. So I will do the goals. You can do the intentions, if that's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Jeepers, I cannot keep hold of them. All right, so we have the dandelions and the planting seeds. And we have the hearts and love and relationships. So sorry, I can't see because my eye's watering. Honestly, Spirit, really. If I get makeup going down my face, someone let me know, okay? I feel like the goal for you this year is to trust your instincts. You know, this is about learning to love yourself as you grow and as you evolve and as you share your gifts with the world. It's not easy. And we talked about this last night, right? Not to out you, Vicky, but we talked about this. It's hard for you to trust yourself. And this is what this is. Your goal is to trust yourself, to work on that. That's the goal.
The intentions that I got here is, first of all, I got this Knight of Fire card, and this is a dolphin, and it says passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. The dolphin, and it says an opportunity arises that needs your attention right now. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. I love this because this Knight of Fire, of course, moving quickly, but also not moving just haphazardly. Making sure that you're thinking, your intentions, you're grounded. Even though this is water, it can be emotional, but really thinking, before you leap, right? Even though the dolphin is leaping, you're thinking and you're really making sure that you are you're thinking and you're putting thought behind it. I'm also getting, I don't know if you are really into like the stars and that, but dolphins are connected with that Sirius energy, the constellation, and that Sirius star energy. Just keeping that in mind. I don't know if you're interested in that or not, but keeping that in mind that has that Sirius energy around it. I also got this Justice card. The intention coming, this Justice card, which is a major arcana card, and it's the elephant, and it says fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. I love this because while you not jumping to conclusions, taking your time, moving forward, but moving forward, in a educated, like looking forward in a way with your intentions of moving forward in a direction that makes sense, because justice will be served as as everything is looked at impartially. The intention being, looking at everything this year as you move forward, and then bringing that balance, that justice, the balance of those scales. That's what you're looking for this year, is how can I balance everything as much as possible as I move forward this year. That is what gets you to your goals, that balance. Just a beautiful level of balance as much as you can, keeping things in balance. And also, I love it because have compassion for others and try to see all sides. It's not so much as all sides of a disagreement, but trying to see all sides as you move forward this year, because it's not only so much of a disagreement, but I'm hearing it's trying to see all sides of because you will learn all sides of like different perspectives this year,
Yeah.
which will help you go even further as you move forward. So that will help you to implement your goals this year.
I love that. She says, that's my card. I'm a Libra.
Oh,
To the
awesome.
Justice card.
Scales. Yeah. I love
See,
it.
now when I look at those two cards, and I'm not trying to like stomp all over your reading, so please don't take it that way. You know I love you. But when I look at those cards, I see the dolphin jumping out of the water, and I think like, look at me, rising up. Look at me. I'm confident. I can jump out of the water now, and I'm gonna show you what I can do. Right.
Yeah.
And then the Justice card is the harmony. It's the freedom of having that confidence and the ability to soar to heights and not be afraid to own that. Right. That brings peace to you, and I love that. She says dolphins are also important to her. Love that. I have put in the chat that questions are closed. So thank you everybody for being here and for asking questions. We appreciate all of you. Let's go to Miss Pierrette White. She is asking for a reading. And for everyone who's here, there's lots of people here in my channel, lots of people here in Avana's channel. Make sure that you subscribe to both channels because we appreciate the support, and subscriptions are free. And it really does help the channels. And we appreciate all of the support.
We do. I do.
Thumbs up, you all do. Those things, comments, all the good stuff. You guys know what to do.
Appreciate it. Am I doing goals or intentions?
What do you want to do, darling?
You tell me.
No, you decide. I'm not telling you what to do.
Huh?
I said I'm not telling you what to do this one time.
Okay, I will do goals.
Okay.
Goals?
Goals, not holes, goals.
Goals. Hi, Venus.
Oh, love it.
Okay, the first card I get for you for your goals, Pierrette, is this 8 of Earth card, 8 of Pentacles. This is a parrot, and it says it's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. So a year of like really, diving in and practicing that law of attraction. I love it. And then I got 14, which is balance, and this is the zebra card. By merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea. Compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. Moving forward on your goals moving forward with a new solution, a better idea, attracting, using that. The goal is to, what do I want to attract? What do I want to manifest, right? And really doing it this year. That's the goal.
Well, you got to love it. You got to love it.
Look at me. I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it too, because wait till you see the card I got. We've got the 2 of good cheer, which is the 2 of cups. Speaking of collaborations and partnerships and people that you are connected to at your heart, and allowing that space, right? Allowing that space to brainstorm and work together and build upon an idea or a concept or whatever. And then you've got the Queen of Good Cheer. So the Queen of Cups, right? This is using your intuition, your gut instinct, your psychic abilities. To me, this is about shining your light and working with others that are going to help aim the light in the place that you need it to work at. And so I'm going to pause the reading for a moment and say, Pierrette, my darling, I would so love it, because we've tried before. I would so love it if you could come to Dozen Cats one night and do us the privilege of reading with me, because we've tried so many times and it just hasn't worked out for whatever reason. And I can help with the intention of the collaboration. So yay. if you're willing, if you want to. But that's what I've got is to work with others to help shine that light and share your gift.
I love that.
Yay! I love that one. That was a good one. Okay. That is Pure White, and now we're going to move to Christina.
Oh, she says I'm here.
Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Yay, yay. Okay, thanks, Pure. All right, goals or intentions, my darling?
I'll do goals.
Okay. Hi, Mama Sushi. I love that name, Mama Sushi.
I love it. Okay, here we go. I love it. Okay, here the first card I get. I love this is 12, Awakening. I love this giraffe upside down here. Look at things in a different way and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily, things will soon start moving again. So we want to move forward, right? Awakening, moving forward. And then I get this King of Fire, which is the Katanga lion. And it says, inspiring, dramatic, ambitious, and wise. Now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't look away from the spotlight as your plans will be successful so long as you stay focused upon the big picture. So I love this because you have a big giraffe looking at a different direction and you also have this beautiful lion, and it's just like this is the goal, looking at things from a new perspective and making them work for you as a leader as you create your new world moving forward this year. Then this is the goal this year. What do I want to create in my world that is I'm not worrying about currying favor with anyone. What do I want to create in my world? And it's going to look from my perspective, and it's going to be for me.
Christina, I'm not trying to give you a reading, but I'm sensing from the cards that I've got that either you have a really high bar for yourself where you sort of have on occasion set almost impossible standards, or you beat yourself up when you don't obtain a really high bar. We've got the queen, or sorry, not the queen, pardon me, the page of Gachir, so the page of cups. And the second card that I've got is the Knight of Gifts. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. So these two cards to me, and this isn't like the definition, but this is what this represents. This is about knowing that you have the resources within you already to utilize, to use as you go forward. So there's a little bit of a trust thing, like trusting yourself, like I am enough, I have enough, I know exactly what I need to do. And the reason why I got that is because on the bottom of the deck, which I always look at, even though I'm not saying it tonight, it's the Strength card. Okay? And even though this isn't part of my reading, I'm going to focus on this card. Okay? This is your inner courage. This is your bravery. This is your perseverance. This is when you put your super cape on every morning before you leave for work or for whatever you're going to do, right? This is about believing in yourself and encouraging yourself and empowering yourself. And so your intention is to remind yourself, to encourage yourself of who you are and what you're capable of, right? Put your super cape on and go for it. Whatever it might be. I think that you discount all of the things that you have to offer. And this is a word of sharing. My mama always said that if you forget who you are, read your resume, because you have done so many things in your life. You have so many accomplishments under your belt that we forget, right? We only focus on the not good instead of the good. And before you move into 2025, really sit down and appreciate yourself, right? Love yourself up, embrace all that you have done, so that as you move forward, you have a little bit more like, I got this, I can do anything, right? That's what I got for your intention. So I hope that makes sense. And now that is Christina. Let's go with Marby. And Marby says, may I have a reading, please?
All right.
May I have a reading, please?
All right. I'll do intention. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right. I'll do intention for Mark.
That means I have to shuffle fast. Go. Yes, absolutely, Venus. We tend to focus on what we haven't done instead of looking at what we have accomplished. My mother was very good at doing that. Was pointing that out to me, because that is one of my go-tos is, focus on the negative instead of the positive. All right. For Marby, this is what I've got for your goal. We have home and family. You have lots of support. Okay. The second card that I've got is having abundance. And it says what you need is on the way. I feel like the goal is to I'm gonna go just outside the box just ever so slightly and say, like, not to look outward for the things that you have already around you. Like, there's blessings and gratitude and appreciation for the things around you, and it's looking there instead of trying to climb outside of that. I don't know how else to word that. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I hope it does, Murray. What have you got, Avana? Because that will make more sense.
Well, as far as the intention, yeah, I got the King of Air. Okay. And this, it says intelligent, impartial, respected, and unemotional. This is the humpback whale for the King of Air. I like this because at this time it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. Now, you're saying not to go out, but it says if you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. Going out and finding, the information that you need to get to the goal that you are looking for this year. So go out, find the experts, get the data, do what you need to do, get that cold, hard data to move forward. And then also the intention also I got is the Empress, which is the Angora rabbit. It's time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. So moving forward, getting into action, putting that data down, doing like the to-do list, moving forward, and putting things into action. If you need to get help, get help. If you need to hire someone, to get just doing the rote things kind of, and I don't want to say the getting disciplined. I know that's not what I mean, but just getting the stuff going. It's time to move forward and to really go out there and just get it going, getting into action. You've got it ready to go. So just this year, moving into the action phase.
I love that. You have two completely different versions of what you should work on. But they're all.
But you know what? But they all come together.
I was just going to say, but they all fall under the same umbrella, and that is, to encourage you that you have resources that you can pull from, and to shoot for the stars, really, to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Which, I mean, who doesn't love that, right? And you're very welcome, Christina. Thank you very much. Hugger cover, my darling. I did it again. Every single time. Teresa, I'm so sorry. As I explained to Teresa last night, I used to work with a company back in my car club days whose name is Hugger Cover. And every time she comes in, I say Hugger Cover instead of Hugger Greetings. And it's just like a Freudian slip. You know I love you. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's go with Rose Blue.
Okay.
Here we go. What do you want to do, darling?
I'll do goals.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. That one just shot across the room. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to say that's a key. I'm gonna have to say that's a keeper, right?
Yeah. Good night, Linda. Thank you for being here, my friend. Many blessings to you. Happy New Year.
Good grief. Rose Blue, my cards are flying. Okay, here we go. So for goals. I love it. Okay, first card. This is the card that flew across the floor. The Queen of Air. I don't know if you can see that. This is the leopard with a crown on. I love it. Experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. Leopard. All your life experiences, I love this, have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Oh, yeah. I love that. And then the next card you get as a goal is the World card, which is the Shetland Sheepdog. Congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. You know, putting these two cards together, cutting out the clutter, getting rid of the drama, and really just moving forward and getting centered, right? And here you are sitting here in this tree with the crown on your head and saying, I got this, right? That's the goal. And just kind of like looking over your kingdom by the end of the year and saying, oh, yeah.
I kind of dig what you just said because it goes really lovely with my card. I've got the Three of Candles, which is the Three of Wands. Now, speaking of looking out over your kingdom, right? That's literally what this person is doing, right? So the Three of Wands is all about goals and expansion and your vision. Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to go? So if I'm doing intentions, I'm going to say, like, don't get sidetracked by thinking of the outcome or the destination. It's lovely to think about it, but we also have to stay focused in the present. And it's interesting because that's literally what the cards are telling me, right? So this is thinking out there. This is thinking beyond today, right? In the future. And then you've got the King of Gifts, the King of Pentacles, which is the here and now. This is the present, right? Now, here's what's interesting about these cards. The Christmas tree is out there. Avana said, looking out over your kingdom, I see the Christmas tree. I want to go towards the Christmas tree. Here is the Christmas tree. Now I'm in my living room sitting amongst the tree and the presents and the cheer and the warm fire and the family and all of that, right? Mm-hmm. And Avana said, right, like, this is about you doing what you want, staying away from the drama and all of the chaos and the noise and the whatever, right? So this is like Rose, firmly planted, feet on the ground, shoulders squared, chin up high, doing what serves you, living your best life.
Yeah.
Right? So again, staying present, not necessarily just focused on, like, almost more of a balance than thinking out there so much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I love it because same thing, looking out at the trees and being with, like, sitting here.
That's the same. I mean, look at those two cards. Do that again. So I've got.
That's why I brought it up. Look.
I've got the tree in the background. She's got the tree in the background, right? Yeah. And then I've got the
And then you bring this one in. Yeah.
and you've got the surrounded by the leaves.
Yeah.
Super interesting. I love it when Spirit does stuff like that to send a message home.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with Warrior Widow. And she says that she's going to Sedona tomorrow. Do we have any suggestions of people or places? I've never been to Sedona, but I want to throw a card on it. Let's throw a card as like an intention and a goal for Sedona.
Okay, I can't stop. You mentioned this at the beginning of the I think at the show, and I will tell you what came into my mind, and I will say it right now. It's certainly just a suggestion. Bell Rock came in. It's the largest vortex in Sedona is Bell Rock, and I would probably, if I were going out there, do my best to visit Bell Rock.
Do you want to do the goal or the intention?
Yes, I will. Oh, I'm sorry. I will do the intention.
Okay. So I've got the cow skull and abrupt ending. Okay. And then I've got the dandelion and planting seeds. I mean, literally throwing out what no longer serves you, getting rid of the chaos, the negativity, the BS, the whatever, and inviting joy back in. Like the past, what's behind me, the negativity, the weight, the pain, the trauma, all of that. Leave it.
I love it.
It's going to be such an amazing experience, for lack of a better word to put on it, that you will leave like as a new person almost, right?
I love it.
What have you got, my love?
Well, the first card I got here for intention is this Knight of Earth card. And it says, trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. This is a seahorse. And it says, it's important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible. So your intention would be get that detailed plan going. I love this also, the 6 of Air card. This is the rescue cat, mixed breed. And it says the challenging times are coming to an end and you can now breathe a sigh of relief, let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. Moving forward, getting that plan in place and then going into smoother waters is really the intention, right? Just moving forward and putting your plans in place, getting the detailed plans and moving into the smoother waters is the intention.
I don't know why I feel that I need to add this, but it feels important to say for whatever reason. To be open to the universe guiding you while you're there. In terms of, when you're going somewhere that's like so specific, so important, so significant that you have like this dream list of all of the things that you want to do.
Absolutely.
But to also be open to the universe just guiding you to a specific spot, for example.
Yeah.
To allow whatever the intention is to be carried out. Do you understand what I mean?
Truly. Yeah. Truly.
That's a really interesting question. So thank you, Warrior Widow, for being here and for asking it. I love the way that worked out. Now, Dee Dee. When I first read this, I'm like, oh, my sister's here. I'm like, no. So my sister's name is Deanna, and her whole entire life, she has been called Dee Dee. And in fact, when we were younger, we're sort of like the older of the cousins. And one time we showed up, and my cousin, who was just wee little at the time, he's on the other side now, but he was just wee little at the time, maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. We all got out of the car, and he said to my mom, he said, Auntie Sharon, he said, where's Dee Dee? Because it was Kelly and Deanna, right? That's how we, Kelly and Deanna are here, yay. And because he only knew her as Dee Dee, he thought there was 3 of us instead of only 2 of us. So he literally thought there was another person. And when she was in school, they used to tell her that she was spelling her name wrong because her name is Deanna. So she just reverted to Dee Dee because it was easier, right? Everyone could say it. And the teachers used to tell her that she spelled her own name wrong. Can you imagine? Anyway.
Right.
Well, thank you for saying that. She says, I feel like you're a sister of sorts. I appreciate that. All right. So do you want to do goals or intentions, Tom?
Intentions.
Okay. All right. We're going to use the tarot for the last time in 2024, the Yuletide Tarot. They're slippery little suckers, I tell you. I love this deck. It's really interesting to use, and it feels very festive, but they are slippery. So slippery. It seems like a song. Slippery. Okay, so you're really stressed about this right now. I've got the 10 of candles. So like weighing on you heavily in terms of your specific question. I've got the Queen of, I said that wrong again, the Page of Good Cheer, the Page of Cups. And I've got the Knight of Canes, so the Knight of Swords. You've got to use the resources that you have available and then make an action plan. Right? In other words, if we're working with a budget, being specific to your question, if we're working with a budget and this is how much money I have, then this is what I'm working with. And that has to be good enough. Right? Not saying that no more money is coming in. I don't mean that. What I mean is if you work with what you have, anything more than that is a bonus, right? And if you work with what you have, then you know that you can manage, right? Because you've got to let the stress go. The stress is the thing that concerns me here, right? The 10 of candles, the 10 of wands is on the bottom of the deck. This is a big burden for you. And so I think that the goal is to budget and be, like open-minded about the budget in terms of like, this is what I have. So don't try to kid yourself that you've got more than you have, right? Budget the way that you need to, and allow yourself to feel good about the fact that you are headed into the new year with a plan. Because knowing that you're doing something about an issue, a struggle, a situation, whatever, makes you feel like you have more control over it. When you feel like you have more control over it, you worry less and feel more empowered, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. She says, yeah, and I have a pet that's basically in hospice care. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dee Dee. But that's what I got for you in terms of goals.
Okay. I actually have, I grabbed 3 cards.
What? Oh, just kidding.
The first one I got is life experience, and this is the cuckoo, and it says important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. Knowing, moving forward, the intention is saying, you know what, I don't want to go in this direction, or I do, or other people don't want me to go in this direction, or I think that other people don't want me to go in this direction, but these are the right directions for me, knowing that and moving forward. I then got this 5 of water card, and this says, this is the dragonfly. Focus upon the fact that Source loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. So keeping that in mind, everything is moving for your highest good. And then I got the Hermit card, which is the Firefly. And it says, take time for contemplation to retreat and go within, be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. I'm just getting for your intention to really going in within, really thinking about what do you need for yourself to move forward as things move forward in your life, maybe some changes coming, knowing that Source does have its highest intentions for you, and keeping things as positive as you can, but also taking that, like going deep and really getting moving forward one step at a time, as you are just as you're as that on that path of enlightenment as you move forward, and also knowing that you're going to be required to take action on some things this year moving forward, but they're going to be in a positive direction. And as you move forward, that light of spirit will move you forward, and enlightenment will move you forward one step at a time. It'll be baby steps, but we'll all be in the right direction. So
I think that's really important what you said about that positive step. When you like, I'm thinking about the Five of Cups specifically, right? And in different tarot decks, there's different imagery which helps to explain. But I call it the crying over spilt milk card. Now, take this with a grain of salt. I'm speaking of myself and how I used to view that card as opposed to how I view it now. I have diagnosed anxiety panic disorder, so I reside in negativity, right? The concept behind the Five of Cups and why I call it the crying over spilt milk card. You've got 5 cups. 3 of them have been knocked over. The contents is all over the floor. 2 of them remain standing. If we focus on the 3 that have fallen over, it's game over. And then we're wallowed and we're lost in that. And the stress is weighing on us, right? We can't figure out what to do or how to get past that. Because we're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? ... And then the story just evolves from there. That narrative just keeps going, right?
yeah.
But if we can figure out, how to make something out of nothing, meaning the 2 cups that remain, we still have a chance. There's still an opportunity, which then I will say that, and this is to everybody, right? A step is a step, and a step equals growth. And just because we feel in a particular moment, at a particular time, in a particular situation, that I took 3 steps forward and 2 steps backward, does not mean that the universe sees it that way. It does not mean that you didn't learn something from that. It just means that you are not aware of the reason why you feel like you took 2 steps backwards.
Yeah.
Because did you actually take 2 steps back?
No.
Or did you just not see it for what it was intended?
Right.
Which is sort of like if you will, like a higher slash, what's that word called? The hierophant? Hierophant. I couldn't think of the word. Hyphen, that goes to the 5 of Cups, right? Focusing on the 3 that are fallen over or the 2 that are standing up. And I say this because I believe this. I've had to do this for myself. So this is like my New Year's message to everybody. When you think that there's no hope, and God knows there is so much chaos going on, not to turn this political, but I am scared, whatless, about what is coming as a Canadian in 2025. But I also know that I am in control of that. I cannot allow myself to go there. I just can't. And so I'm going to have to really knuckle down and really focus on all of the blessings that I have in my life. And if I need reminding, all I have to do is go to YouTube do a reading, read the comments, jump in a chat room, talk to my friend Avana, look outside the window and see, right? Cuddle up on the couch with my animals and be present so that I can feel all of those blessings. I think that this year is about empowering ourselves so that we can be the best that we can be to fight off and protect ourselves from all of the nonsense that is sort of swirling around in this moment. Because it feels like there's a lot of what if-ism that could be happening. Like if we allow ourselves to go down that path, we could what if ourselves, into the fetal position. So we don't want to do that, right? We want to discourage that.
I think that's why it almost is happening, so to teach us how to understand that circumstances don't matter, state of being does, so that we start to reflect inside to ourselves.
Right. Hi, Andrea. Thank you for being here. She is a new subscriber. We appreciate new subscribers. We love new subscribers. That is what we have for you tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Before I go, because I'm never prepared. That's not true. I'm always prepared. I will be back on the 5th. It's going to be a live. We're going to be doing 1/1 portal readings. I believe that that's at 11 a.m. Eastern time, but make sure that you've got your bell notification checked off so you don't miss that. And then we will resume to regularly scheduled programs like the pre-recorded readings, the lives, the following Sunday/Monday. My plan going forward for all of those that are that care or that are listening is that I will go live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern and Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, because that works for me. And then, of course, I have my pre-recorded, and I will pop on live other times as things happen. I'm looking forward to 2025 in terms of my channel and my YouTube journey. And I am so grateful for all of your support. I am grateful for all that this community has done for me and what we do for each other. I love the feel that I think that we have created at Dozen Cats, and I'm grateful for my friend Avana. And you sharing this space with me, as well as all the other things that we do, behind the scenes. So I will turn it over to you, my friend. What do you have to share with the people? Do you have a message?
Yeah, I have my pre-recorded videos that I put out. So please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell. Saturday at 2:00, I will be on with Sun Psychic Jean, and I'm looking forward to that. And then Sunday I'll be on with you at 7 p.m. So and then who knows beyond that? I can't even think that far ahead. A week in advance. That's about it. You're welcome, Marby. And there you go. But I agree with you. I'm looking forward to 2025 with my channel, with just everything, just moving forward.
I love it. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
It is such a joy to come here live and read for everybody. It really does. I mean, I was a hyper spaz when I showed up, and I feel calm, and that's what this does for me. And I share that I have anxiety, panic disorder with people, not because I want you to feel bad for me or feel sorry for me, but I share it because I try to take the blame and the shame out of it, number one. But number two, I want you to know that, this spiritual journey that we are all on, no matter where you are in your journey, really can help you to turn your life around, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you can feel like you have something to offer, and it can bring blessings forward that you forgot about or didn't know about. It can help you to believe in yourself and to trust yourself and empower you and really, really, to sum it up, to love yourself.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
you know, again and in new ways.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely feeling, and I'm privileged to share it like out loud with everybody. And I'm just so grateful for all of the support. So thank you so much for being here. I will be back again on the 1st. I don't
Wednesday.
remember what day it is. I need the days of the week underwear, friend. Like, it's not even a joke. I have no idea what day it is. It's so crazy. So I'll be back on Wednesday on the 1st, I think at 11 a.m. to do the 1/1 portal readings, like I said. And then I'll be back the following Sunday. We're going to do Zodiac readings, I believe. And then the next one is Winter Vibes. And then there's a show after that about dowsing rods, yes or no. So just make sure that the bell notification is checked off so that you don't miss anything. I thank you kindly. Thank you, Avana.
Thank you.
Until we see each other again, Happy
Absolutely.
New Year and many blessings.
Namaste.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.